Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today is Sunday, November the 7th, and this will be the end of my week 12. Tomorrow we'll be starting week 13, so I only have maybe, 4 more weeks in this semester, and I will be done with first semester of LPN school. Okay, so every Sunday, I'll bring a little cheat sheet. And today's video may not be as long as the others, but I will just hit on the highlights of what I encountered this week. So in lecture, our fourth exam was postponed. It was supposed to have been on this past Wednesday, but it's now moved to this coming Wednesday. So I was a little disappointed because I wanted the test to be on Monday, which will be tomorrow, instead of Wednesday. And I got to thinking, I said, well, majority of my classmates do work on the weekends. So I'm guessing that's why they chose to have the test on Wednesday, which is fair. Because if I was working on the weekends, I probably would want extra time too. So it's all good. I mean, I'm still doing my same old in here, grinding and studying real hard for this fourth exam, because on this fourth exam we have 7 modules, which I think the last exam was 7 as well. But this chapter, this exam I think is going to be more in depth, because for one, it's got the acid-base balance chapter, and it has another chapter on oxygenation. So those 2 modules or chapters coincide with one another. So I've been trying to go on YouTube and looking at other study videos, because I am a visual learner, so I like to see things, and then I will concentrate on, just reading. And guys, if you hear things in the back, I'm sorry. My husband, he likes to talk so loud, and the dogs are whining, so disregard all that. So again, this fourth exam will cover 7 modules, and those modules include the concept of collaboration, accountability, oxygenation and respiration, acid-base balance, the concept of elimination. Then it has the concept of evidence-based practice. And the very last one is on the concept of thermoregulation. So those are some heavy hitter chapters. And I have been utilizing practice questions, looking at YouTube videos. I have been utilizing my NCLEX PN book, because they have some little quick exams or quick quizzes that I can utilize. And there was one more thing. Of course, going over my outlines and my PowerPoint from the instructor. Oh, and still utilizing my nursing lab, because they have NCLEX style questions. And that's the biggest portion of my study routine for an exam, because that really helps. Another thing about my study guides, I have mentioned to majority of all of my classmates that I am selling my own personal study guides. And I know there are a lot of other nursing students that have watched my channel or do watch my channel. And so I will have a link down in the, well, not an actual link, but I will have my information if you want to purchase some of my study guides. And I probably won't upload it onto Pinterest or something like that. I just like for people to get with me directly. So I will have my email address. I will have that information down in the description box so that you can reach out to me. And I sell my study guides per chapter, and I only sell it for $5. So $5 per chapter. And guys, let me show you some examples of my study guides. Now, as I have mentioned before in previous videos, this thick binder, after I complete all of my readings associated with the chapters, I always create my own study guide. And you see how thick it is right now. This right here is a binder filled with all of the chapters that we have been over from August 16th up to now. So guys, I have been putting in the work, and it's been showing in my grades. So let's see, the very first assessment, well, I'm sorry, the very first chapter that we started with is the concept of assessment. And some chapters I have the PowerPoint, but if the PowerPoint is not included in here, that means that the PowerPoints were very long. And you know, I'm using my own ink, so ink is not cheap. So if I don't have the PowerPoint in this binder, it's because they were too long. And so the very first chapter on assessment, here is a little glance of my study guide. Okay, I know you probably can't see that well, but that study guide was like 2 pages. And I tend to use front and back of my paper because it you know, utilizes less ink. And then too, it saves paper too. So just a little sample of one of the chapters that will be on this coming test. And I have my binder associated by each test. So this right here will be test number 4. And let's see, what's a good one that I can show you guys? Dun, 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 dun. Oxygenation, which is our module 15. And it goes like this. And I do my study guides by the learning objectives in the beginning of each chapter. And as I'm reading the chapter, I'll add some more things that I think are very important. Because I've learned from previous tests that if you do the learning objectives, that's a huge help. But as you read more and understand more, you'll notice how some things can be of more importance, if you catch what I'm saying. Because see, sometimes the way her questions are worded, and you know, all tests are NCLEX style questions, it doesn't exactly come from those learning objectives. It comes from me further reading the chapters. So that's why I say it is important to read your chapters. I mean, you don't have to read it word from word, but if you have a system of how you read your chapters, let's see, you look at the headings, and then you may read 1 or 2 sentences under that subheading, and then you go on to the next heading. That's how I kind of read my chapters, and just utilizing the pictures, the graphs, all of the diagrams in your chapters, and all of these safety alerts, because I have noticed that some of her questions on the exam do come from the safety alert boxes in each chapter. So yeah, guys, like I said, study guys, I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to help us out, because me and my classmates are going to be walking across that stage together this coming July. And as you guys know, we are already in November, and July will be here before you know it. So I'm not in this, you know, to get rich or anything, but I'm just trying to help where help is needed. So $5 for each chapter. And this exam consists of 7 chapters. So, hey, I mean, I'm not forcing anybody, but if you need extra help, then hit me up on my email. I have 2 emails. Well, actually, I got more than 2, but 2 main emails that I check on a daily basis. I will link both of those down in the description box. Okay. So that was all for lecture. Now for lab, nothing much has really progressed. I went Tuesday and I got checked off on catheterizations. And if you guys have watched my last videos, you would know that I have already done catheterizations before, but it was only been on pediatrics. So this time our clinicals are based around adults. So I got checked off on doing the assessment on an adult, which was fun. It was kind of the same technique, but the only thing was just not to break sterility. Clinicals. This past Friday made day number 7, and we have 10 clinical days in all, so I got 3 more. And I did miss Friday before last, so actually I have 4, But the good thing about it, my makeup day will not be at the current facility. So it'll be one that's closer to me. So I'm so thankful for that. Because that hour and 7-minute drive, whew, it takes up a lot of gas. And it is, whew, it's, you know, the time change. So when I leave home at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's pitch black, just like it's maybe 10 o'clock at night. So I have to be very careful. You know, I got to watch out for deer. I got to watch out for raccoons, squirrels, everything that's whizzing by me early in the morning when it's pitch black. So I just got to be very careful. So I'm just so thankful that that very last day, I will be at a clinical site that's close to me. So, guys, I think that is all that I have for today. But hopefully by Wednesday of this week, I will go ahead and upload a video on how to balance your work, school, and everything in between. So I will have that video coming at least by Wednesday of this week, because I think a lot of people are kind of skeptical about how to balance your time. And that's the main thing when you are in nursing school, is time management. So I will have that, guys, coming up for you no later than Wednesday of this week. And if you don't have your notification bell turned on, please turn that on so that you will receive notification when I upload that video. And if you are not subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? Because I am giving you guys some great content as far as like studying, soon to be time management, everything in between of being a professional and great nurse in the making. So guys, hit this like button, comment, subscribe. And if you have any other things that you would like for me to talk about as far as like nursing school, please feel free to drop those down in the description box, and I will try my very best to get on it. So guys, be blessed and be safe. Bye-bye.